My grandma was such an optimistic woman, always smiling and happy, nothing ever getting her down. I remember visiting her in a bungalow when I was younger with my dad. It took most of the day to visit her, but I didn't mind. I loved visiting Grandma. She would always answer the door and say, "Hello dears, how are you?" with a great big smile on her face. We'd go in and inevitably I'd eat the sweets that she left out in a bowl for guests. I felt bad, as I felt like I pilfered them, but she didn't mind. Grandma always asked me how I was, if I wanted something to eat or something to drink, making sure I was okay. She was nice like that. She asked me how I was doing at school and what I learned, always taking an interest in what I was doing. Somehow, we started talking about her stuffed toy named Rex, named after the first dog she had. It's quite sweet, actually. Though as I got older, the visits to Grandma's started to dwindle, but we always made an effort to visit her whenever we could. She was still smiling, and she used to ask me how I was doing with my education, and said that I had better be revising. It was good to know I had her support. But a few months before my GCSEs, my aunt called my dad and informed us that Grandma took a tumble in her bathroom, and the nurse didn't arrive till an hour later. Me and my dad went to visit Grandma not long after to see how she was. She was still happy and smiling away. When my dad asked her about the incident, Grandma said that my aunt was just being paranoid. Months went by, and we got another call from my aunt, saying that Grandma is taking a turn for the worst. My aunt, along with my dad, decided that it would be best if she went into a care home. But Grandma wouldn't have that. She said that she didn't want to wither away in a care home. After a while of resisting, she decided to go into a care home. I didn't have a say in the matter. The adults took care of it. Probably for the best, I thought. Me and my dad went to visit Grandma in the home not long after. We'll walk into her room and see her lying on the bed, barely moving. She turned her head to look at us. She wasn't smiling. If anything, she looked tired. Like a bird who had a broken wing and couldn't fly anymore. We left not long after. Me and my dad both agreed that Grandma wasn't the same as she once was. As the months went by, Grandma had days where she was well, not 100%, but better than usual. Then other days when she started to take very ill. It started to cross my mind that maybe Grandma hasn't got long left. It was coming up to Christmas. Me, my dad, and my brother Daniel just visited Grandma. And she was well, happy and smiling like the good old days, like nothing was wrong. I was talking to my dad about how great it would be to see her again before Christmas. I was in my room playing on the PlayStation. My dad came in. Before I could see him, he says, "My mother's just died." I couldn't believe what I just heard. She was fine days beforehand. I thought, how could this be true? But it was. She passed away in her sleep and never woke up. But even though I'll never see her again, I will never forget the last time I saw her, when I was with my dad and my brother, and she said to us, "You've done good coming here, lads. Seeing you three here is like seeing three angels standing before me.